So how you doing, brother? What's your name?
Sebastian.
What's your name?
I'm Sebastian Brazil.
Sebastian Brazil.
Yeah.
So I just spoke with you a few minutes ago,
Yeah.
and you was telling me, and I'm so like I'm just so like I'm feeling it's the energy.
Yeah.
It's the energy that I'm feeling right now. Right?
Thank you.
And you was telling me
Mhm.
that you have been cured. You have been cured
Yeah.
of sickle cell anemia.
Mhm.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So basically, I went through gene therapy through Livgenia, which is basically where they added a trait to my sickle gene, and they cleared my body with chemo to basically trick my body into thinking that I had always had that healthy gene, and it worked perfectly because now my body is, I'm gonna be honest with you, like the you see now, the me you see now,
Yeah.
it's a whole different person. I
Right.
was very frail before.
Oh.
I was 150 pounds, like 160 max all my life, and
Yeah.
now I gained 50 pounds, no hospitalizations. If I am ever in pain, it could be resolved with ibuprofen, so I don't have to go through all the procedures that normal sickle cell folks will have to go through, or I used to need to go through.
So how long has it been since you've been cured?
It's been about a year and some
A
change.
year and some change.
Yeah, a
Year
year
and
and
a
a
half.
half.
So was the process painful?
Aside from the pain that I already had, no, actually. I would say the only thing that was painful was one of the side effects after chemo. It was mucositis. That was very bad. It's like ulcers that go from down to your mouth all the way down to like it. Thank God it didn't go to my stomach line, but it stopped at like my throat. So for about a week, I couldn't drink. I couldn't drink water. I couldn't eat. Even medication was a problem for me to take. My nurses would have to crush it up and give it to me, but that was still complicated because it was still painful.
Okay.
But that's all.
So I'm very, very glad to hear that. I'm glad for you.
Thank you.
So I have another question, and this question it been in my mind for a couple of years, ever since I heard.
Yeah.
I heard, and I'm glad that I could hear it from you. I heard that sickle cell warriors that have been cured from sickle cell disease can go through a type of trauma, being that they were so used to people take care of them, so used to the pain, so used to everything that's going on that's associated with sickle cell anemia.
Yeah.
And now that you don't have it, and it drastically changes your life so much.
Yeah.
Did you experience a little trauma going on with that?
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
So when it came to me after the process, post-transplant, it was very much, I would say, was trying to wrap my head around it still. Like, I had a thing called me versus me, where it was like, I was basically fighting the version of myself that had sickle cell and the healthy version of myself, which was very much where like, I didn't know that the sickle cell side of me had very much a whole lot holding him, if that makes sense. Like basically the hardships that I went through with sickle cell kind of caused my mind to sit here and be in a state where it's like I'm always sitting there worried about going outside. Is it too cold? I have to drink water, what could be my next pain crisis? You get what I'm saying? And basically now that I'm cured, it's a whole different aspect because I don't have to go through all of that.
Right.
I have to get used to I'm normal, I'm healthy, I don't have sickle cell anymore.
Right.
So it was very much like it was a process that me and my therapist we went through where it's like she would even tell me like, now you don't have sickle cell problems. You have normal people problems.
Right.
And it's like I'm still sitting there wrapping my head around me actually being cured, me not dealing with sickle cell anymore, because I dealt with sickle cell for 20 years of my life.
Yes.
And I've been post-transplant for about a year and some change, so I'm still getting used to it. It's still a battle mentally because I feel like some things, I kind of expect,
Yes.
but it's not on purpose. That's the other me, the sickle cell me that's still there nagging at me, like, even with this trip, like, last time I came to Florida, it was like I ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I'm able to be here, standing in front of you, talking to you, no problem.
Yeah.
So it's all surreal to me.
So you said something very interesting and deep and psychological. You said it was the me versus me. It was the sickle cell. Now it's the sickle cell me that's still present because you're talking about it.
Yeah.
Versus the cured you. It's me versus me.
Yeah.
Give me just a little bit more about that. Go a little
Okay.
bit deeper with that.
So basically, when I say me versus me, because it's like, I feel like, honestly speaking, I didn't know that mentally sickle cell was kind of holding me back, if that makes sense. It was stopping me from doing the things I felt like I really could do. And my brother put it into perspective for me that now that I'm cured, honestly, I'm no longer surviving, I'm able to live. Meaning now I'm able to sit there and think bigger. Like I could sit there and go after my dreams, you know, like I'm gonna be honest, before I wasn't really looking at goals. I'm gonna be honest, I sat there when I was sick,
Yeah.
I very much told people like, oh, you know, I wanna work in the hospital when I grow up
Yeah.
because that's what I'm used to.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like now that I'm cured, that's not even my plan. I'm trying to sit here and see if I could be something for people with sickle cell where it's like they could look up to them and I could inspire folks. So it's like me versus me. The healthy me wants to do things that the sickle cell me never could do.
And now you can.
Yes.
So in closing, which is really an opening because you're a family with the Shaquille Sickle Cell Anemia
Of
Foundation,
course.
right? So where you from?
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
So in closing, because we deal with sickle cell warriors on the daily, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to a sickle cell warrior that's trying to make a decision, right? Whether they want to do it, listen to this, but maybe their parents may have a different take on it, you know. So first of all, tell me, what would you say to the sickle cell warriors that's on the fringes, and then after that, the next question.
Okay, so honestly, when it comes to the sickle cell warriors that's thinking about going through gene therapy, I say if the opportunity presents itself, take it. Because me, honestly speaking, like I said, I was at a state where sickle cell kind of triumphed my thought process.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to sit there and make the decision whether I wanted to go the rest of my life dealing with pain, dealing with sickle cell, or living a healthy life, a pain-free life.
Yeah.
And that's what it really came down to for me. So I know sickle cell warriors is different. So that's why I say when it comes to them, do what feels best for you,
Yes.
if that makes sense. If
Yes.
you think that, honestly speaking, you don't want to sit there and be in pain no more, just go through with it.
Yeah.
I feel like you should honestly be looking out for your health.
Yeah.
Like that should be the main priority,
Yes.
if that makes sense, which
Yes.
it was for me. So that's what I would say to the warriors who are considering gene therapy. As for the parents, I would sit there and tell them, just let them figure it out. Because I understand as a caregiver, you know, you're very much like on top of everything they're doing, you know, medication, water, you know, like
Yeah.
that was very much how my mom was. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
the one thing about it is you guys need to realize that I get it, it's hard for you, but it's just as hard for the people going through sickle cell to
Yes.
deal with that pain.
Yes. Yes.
So if they want to go through with it, I think you should let them go through with it if that's their choice. You get what I'm saying? If they don't want to, then I understand. You know, I don't want to sit there and say like, I don't want to sit there and basically say like, you know, like, hey, like listen to your parent. But
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
I say like,
yeah.
I feel like when it comes to a caregiver and somebody with sickle cell, it's
Yeah.
like, it's a 50-50 relationship. You got to
Yeah.
communicate to them as much as they communicate to you, which I had to learn with my mom. Like sitting down in consultation with the doctors about gene therapy, I told her like, you know, like basically I didn't want to deal with pain anymore. And she
Yeah.
knew that it was very debilitating for
Yes.
me.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So the reason why I asked that because I was at a Shaq Hope table talk. It was an event, And when the warrior was asked, you know, you might want to get the gene therapy, but what if your mom don't want to do it? And when that question was asked, she kind of shrunk. She looked at her mom like she didn't even know if she wanted to answer that question or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if a warrior wanted to get in contact with you, would you mind one of them getting in contact with you?
I don't mind. I have a page about me going through gene therapy, me explaining my story. Basically that's the brand now. I sit there and I promote elevation, basically, because I never thought that I'd be here. So honestly, I want to be somebody to those with sickle cell that they could look up to, somebody that inspires them. So the page is SB Elevation. It's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And basically, I just sit there and talk about my journey and what I've been going through, and basically my life after post-transplant, like post-gene therapy. So,
Okay, so say your name again and say your Facebook, say your information again.
okay, so it's SB Elevation, like SB Elevation. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. I don't have a Facebook yet. That would more so be my mom. She's more so the one that's always on Facebook. But yeah, so basically, this is what I'm trying to be. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to be somebody that's relatable,
Yes.
and somebody that people could look up to and be like, wow, he did it, so can I.
Yeah. So I want to close with this. I've never hugged a person that have been cured of sickle cell anemia. I wish that my daughter was here so I could hug her as a cured person. But since she's not, I want to hug you. Through you, I'm going to hug her. So can I
Of
get
course,
a hug?
of course.
Thank you, man. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Love, man.